people, how are we doing? We are, I think, a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, and then 2025 will officially be put to rest. And I know that there's more of us than not who are excited about that. So with that being said, let's talk about the progress, all right? We remember these guys. Technically, I started my channel in late 2024, but it's actually existed for way longer than that. But I just didn't post on it consistently till then. But this is definitely, just a recap of everything that I started off doing. Some are just shorts. Some of them were me trying to give you little art tips about color theory, which is what these guys were. And I'm literally going to go through each month by month because luckily the last topic in the topic star was posting my progress, which is really ironic. I feel like everything that the topic star has had for me has been absolutely on point. It's actually really nice to look at, and it's like a nice little game of not chance, but with the universe. It's very fun because the imposter syndrome, I didn't realize that I was actually dealing with it myself until I started talking it out through the video. And a lot of those things aren't really recognized until, the video comes to be. But yeah, I've seen exponential growth in my talent. I can't even lie. The only thing that hurts me is that as time goes on, as we still pedestalize short form content, my style becomes more lazy and quick, because that's kind of what we're valuing in terms of what I put out into the world. What I keep for myself is, a different thing. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting watching my growth even just this year. Now, did I finish the sketchbook? No, but my goal is to get it done before the end of the year. I don't think that's going to happen. But before January ends, for sure. I don't want to carry that sketchbook into the next year for so long, because I want to get me a new one. Shopping for sketchbooks is super fun, and going to the art store in general is super fun. I just haven't been, and that'll give me an excuse as soon as I run out of pages. But I have so many more pages. It won't be anytime soon, I don't feel, which is unfortunate because I like to end them at pretty decent times, and I don't know that that's going to be able to happen. With that, how many of you watching are creatives yourselves? What are your mediums? I see, ever since I stopped manipulating them even slightly, that there are people engaging. Hopefully there's just not one person watching over and over again. That would be really disturbing. But talk to me. I'm still a small enough creator where your comments are just actually bringing tears to my eyes. So what kind of art are you into? If you don't do art, what kind of art do you gravitate towards? Or are you just liking to peer in on the creative story and plight? But yeah, I definitely have noticed immense growth in this as well. Honestly, of all the social media that I've had throughout the years, and you can go back to the thumbnail where it was all the social media inside of this soup bowl. I've pretty much had all of those before, and I don't think that I've ever seen the amount of growth on any of those platforms the way that I have this one. It's exponential, and it's just, I don't know, I'm obsessed. It feels like I'm actually getting somewhere. It feels like I'm learning. It feels like I'm growing with a community, and it feels really good. And then I have my first request to do a drawing of Pink Diamond. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, this feels really nice and cool to be asked to do something like that. For shorts, that is. Commissions, I feel like, since I'm, like I said, I am a small artist, my commissions are always open. It's just a matter of how I'd figure it out, what you want, and all those kind of things. But I do just enjoy this part of it right now. Just showing you what I do, showing you who I enjoy, what shows I like. Just trying to gauge you on your interests first and be like, oh, these are the cartoons I grew up with. I'm very into cartoons and like kind of cartoony style in general. So like definitely all those kind of things. So I'm just trying to see like what's your favorite shows and what kind of content do you like out of me, and how beneficial is it to see certain things over others. Although at the end of the day, it is based on the topic star. The topic star is the end all be all, but I did leave them a lot more vague this time as to not put so much pressure on myself like I did with this round. But yeah, I'm gonna be quiet a little bit and let you watch. It's not really a draw along kind of video, but if you want to, you know, this is gonna give you tons of hopefully inspiration. But yeah. Right now, I'm playing The Sims, and they just deleted my family that I had. I hadn't been on The Sims in months, and who would have known that you just won't have access to your family that you create anymore just because you haven't played in over 4 or 5 months. I mean, it's a long time, but Jesus, the repercussions are crazy. I had to build a whole new character. Like, I don't want to do that again. Although I do like the way this character looks as opposed to the way that my last one looked. And every time I always put my character in a relationship too. She's single now. She's just a single, thick baddie, honestly. And yeah, that's what I'm currently up to. I am getting caught up on content just so that I have a bit of a week of relaxation going into the new year, so that I don't have to worry about like, oh, I gotta do the voiceover, I gotta create the thumbnail or whatever else. But yeah, the last video of the year will be from the new set of topics from the Topic Star, which is really exciting because some of them are already done. Because some of them are like draw characters from this show, like Adventure Time characters. I already have them queued up. I mean, I could do like Finn and maybe some other characters I haven't drawn, but I have some already queued up. But there's, I believe, 32 or 34 topics in there now, which is, you know, gonna carry us through it, I guess, 32 weeks of the year for sure. In terms of my short form content, those just come to me like majority of the work that you're seeing now, if it's not landscape, it was short form content. When I got back into the Winx Club, I was all over that, and you know, I was gonna draw them transformed, but I'm like, I'm not sure about that because first off, that's a lot of glitter and like shiny, and I don't like drawing my characters with like glitter sparkles or shine on them. Although I know it is my character. A huge part of the Winx Club is this fairy dust kind of like esque fairy glitter moment, and I'm not really a fan of drawing glitter. I'm not really a fan of drawing that kind of stuff, but it all comes to me randomly. Like today I just got done listening to the Naruto Clash of a Ninja soundtrack to finish some desk work because it is so boring, and that just kind of inspired me to want to like redraw some of my favorite Naruto characters, or redraw some of the female Naruto characters and make them more stand out-ish, because as we know, a lot of anime don't really care too much beyond the eyes when it comes to facial features, and when they do draw facial features out, it's always very exaggerated. Like it's always a purposeful big nose, it's always purposefully big lips. Like we have the thinnest lips available to us, and we have the thickest lips available to us. The biggest nose to a nose that is smaller than Michael Jackson's. Like we have access to all, so I'm gonna use them all. But yeah, I think as I go into it, I'm not really sure what other Steven characters I want to do. Blue Diamond was a random ass request. She's definitely not my favorite Diamond for sure, but she's very sweet and emotionally charged, which I respect and like out of her a little bit. When she lets it take over, no. But I'm having fun with that show because I'm binging that show, and I'm getting very emotional all over again. I rewatch my cartoons all the time. Adventure Time for sure, Steven Universe for sure. I was even talking to my friend about that. I'm like, tell me why Steven Universe is literally encapsulated mommy issues, and then Adventure Time is just daddy issues. It's very interesting in that way, but I like those shows. I can rewatch those in regular show over and over. Regular shows, just romance issues in general, like it's ridiculous. But yes, this is around the time of the year where I started to actually like lock in when it came to my long form content. I really enjoyed this video because, you know, we are very talented as creatives, able to express ourselves in many different ways. I feel like when I was younger and I first saw somebody make an entire piece out of glass, I was like, yeah, yeah, we're tight for real. Because like, what? You're finna actually touch broken shards of glass to create your piece, and it didn't turn out looking like rubbish. And I'm not talking about no like stained glass look. I'm talking about legitimate, just broken glass. And so I think that's very interesting. Like paint it or like stain it themselves, like, or and then going to college and seeing the metal working. And one of my non-creative friends had a metal working class, and her stuff looked so interesting. Everybody's did. I'm like, how did you create that? Like, I had no interest in trying to bend metal at all. So yeah, I'm gonna stop again. I'm gonna let you watch him come to life. October. Do I ever so love October, man. That's when I really started to lock in for my short form content. Mabel got no love, nowhere. I'm like, dude, it's Mabel Pine. She's the sweetest, cutest, whatever. Nah, but, and then, what's his name? It's not Fred? Naughty Fred or something like that? Yeah, I had to get him in there. He was definitely one of the more scary characters to me because of all of his teeth and the way he smiled, and he was just a creepy ass character, and he always called himself naughty. A grown man calling himself naughty, that is genuine horror. But yeah, I loved this. This was so fun for me, re-looking at all of those characters who made me my oh so creepy self. I genuinely am so grateful and thankful. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, I loved drawing them. For next Inktober, I might have to just follow a thing, because I think I went through all of the characters from my childhood that I'm like, you know, really into horror wise, or like what got me into the creepy stuff. And so I think I might have to follow like a Inktober list up, or make my own. But yeah, I had so much fun. Gachi got to me with this character right here. It's obviously a combination between the front desk lady and the main character. Honestly, the eyes, how creepy they can start looking when the characters get in their deranged modes, just perfect. I loved that anime. It was really good. Art Town, oh my gosh, this is my second video mentioning Art Town. Art Town, amazing, dude, amazing. But we're getting to the end of the year now. And these are my unedited shorts. Like, I don't even know how much of the, like, it's not sped up or anything, because I wanted to just get on here and ramble and talk my shit. Because progress is that, being comfortable with you guys hearing me talk straight up monkey shit. So now that you did, you know, I hope you enjoyed that. I got my sim over there. She was painting. Right now she's back. She's probably cleaning the sink. She's a clean freak too. But yes, I have the very first Steven character I drew and the very last, as of now, that I drew. I did have a really rough sketch of Yellow Diamond, but I really wanted to like play with that long ass neck of hers. So I think I might do her and just take her helmet off and make her hair into like a... She looks like a Bob Queen or a pixie cut goddess. I don't really know which one. But when I get there, she will be up right along with her other diamond. Even though Yellow Diamond is my favorite diamond. Honestly, it's White Diamond. She's my favorite. But yes, I had so much fun this year drawing for you guys. And buckle in, because 2026 is going to be the exact same way. But obviously different. See you there.